How do you navigate through disrespect? Encountering disrespect is an inevitable part of life that often leads to annoyance and distress. However, what if we could draw wisdom from the ancient Stoic philosophy to manage these difficult moments with composure and intelligence? In this presentation, we will delve into 9 Stoic strategies to effectively deal with disrespect. I encourage you to remain resilient and stick with me to the very end of this presentation. Let us dive in. 1. Maintain your composure. A fundamental lesson from Stoicism is that our reactions to events, rather than the events themselves, disturb us. As Epictetus famously stated, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." Thus, disrespect is not damaging. It is our perception and evaluation of disrespect that causes us distress. When faced with disrespect, liberate yourself by understanding that the other person's actions stem from their own perspectives and issues, not your value or significance. This mindset allows you to remain composed and prevents you from being emotionally unsettled by their disrespect. 2. Self-reflect. Stoicism places great emphasis on introspection and self-scrutiny. The Stoics held the belief that the state of our thoughts shapes our life's quality, urging us to continually refine our character and conduct. Marcus Aurelius noted, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." When confronted with disrespect, it's crucial to self-reflect and ponder questions like, is there any merit to their critique? Did my actions contribute to this scenario? How can I respond in a manner that aligns with my principles and virtues? Through objective self-reflection, you gain a clearer understanding of the situation and your involvement in it. Self-examination is a Stoic method to ensure your responses are guided by logical judgment rather than knee-jerk reactions, fostering personal development and wisdom. 3. Embrace patience. Seneca once remarked, "When you are angry, know that it is not only a current misfortune, but that you have added to a habit." The Stoics valued self-discipline and reason, arguing that spontaneous responses fueled by strong emotions like anger often result in regrettable choices and unnecessary hardship. When encountering disrespect, the Stoic method advises restraint rather than impetuous reactions. Take a moment to pause and gather your thoughts. This brief intermission allows you to regain emotional equilibrium and decide on a more deliberate and considerate course of action. By delaying your reaction, you can align your response more closely with Stoic virtues of wisdom and self-mastery, leading to more beneficial and less emotionally driven exchanges in the face of disrespect. Pausing is a crucial Stoic tactic for maintaining serenity and making thoughtful decisions in challenging situations, ultimately fostering positive development and personal growth. 4. Practice empathy. Epictetus and other Stoic sages advised, "Look not for the good in external circumstances, seek it within yourselves." Stoicism champions the notion of human interconnectedness, suggesting that understanding others' motives and emotions can enhance our interactions and personal development. In situations of disrespect, Stoicism encourages the practice of empathy. Endeavor to see things from the other person's viewpoint, recognizing that their disrespectful behavior might not be deliberate or personal. It could stem from their own issues, fears, or lack of awareness. Empathy allows you to perceive the situation differently and diminishes your negative feelings towards them. By empathizing with the disrespectful individual, you can avoid taking their actions to heart and react in a more composed and dignified manner. Empathy not only aids in understanding the other's standpoint, feelings, and motivations, but also enables a kind and respectful response. This approach helps prevent the escalation of conflict while preserving your dignity. Empathy aligns with Stoic teachings of wisdom, compassion, and self-betterment, allowing you to learn from challenging encounters and evolve as an individual. By employing empathy, you navigate through disrespect in a more constructive and positive manner. Before we proceed, give yourself credit for reaching this far in the presentation. Now, as you have demonstrated your resilience, let us continue to the end. 5. Focus on virtue. Central to Stoicism is the cultivation of virtues such as wisdom and bravery, which are essential for living well and acting honorably. Seneca eloquently stated, "Virtue is nothing more than right reason." This underscores the importance of appreciating what we possess, rather than lamenting what we lack. Stoicism teaches the distinction between what is within our control and what is not, known as the Stoic dichotomy of control. We can govern our thoughts, emotions, and actions, but not external occurrences or others' behaviors. Thus, when faced with disrespect, we should not allow it to disturb our inner peace. Instead, view it as part of life's fabric and concentrate on self-improvement and addressing our circumstances. By adopting a Stoic stance towards disrespect, we sidestep unnecessary anger, frustration, and bitterness. We can extract lessons from the experience, fostering personal growth. This equips us to handle disrespect with reason and tranquility. 6. Use humor. A dash of humor can significantly lighten the mood. As Seneca observed, the mastery of oneself is truly achieved when one can laugh at what is not to be taken seriously. Stoicism advocates for emotional regulation and rational action, but also acknowledges humor's role in navigating tough situations. Humor maintains our emotional equilibrium and prevents us from becoming overly upset or irritated by disrespect. Instead of succumbing to our emotions, we can opt for a clever retort or a lighthearted jest. While humor should be applied judiciously and not excessively, it serves as a valuable Stoic tool for addressing disrespect in a manner that fosters a more amiable and peaceful resolution. 7. Set clear boundaries. Stoicism does not advocate passivity. It champions steadfastness, akin to a boulder unswayed by disrespect or injustice. A boulder that understands its worth and commands respect from others. A boulder that manages what it can and relinquishes what it cannot. When disrespected, there is no need for passive acceptance or aggressive retaliation. You can remain calm yet assertive, delineating what was inappropriate and setting expectations for future interactions. You can establish clear, fair boundaries that safeguard your dignity and self-respect. This is the essence of Stoicism. It teaches strength, fairness, and bravery. It encourages self-respect and mutual respect. It guides us in preserving our internal equilibrium and external dignity in any situation. 8. Opt for forgiveness. Consider being disrespected. How do you respond? Do you retaliate with anger, or do you choose to let go? Stoic philosophy offers insight here, viewing forgiveness not as a concession to the other, but as a boon to oneself. Forgiveness is the cornerstone of inner peace and contentment. However, forgiveness is challenging. It does not imply forgetting or condoning the offense. It involves deciding to let go of the negative emotions that harm you more than the offender. Stoics counsel wise forgiveness, marked by compassion and fairness. Stoicism encourages us to concentrate on what we can control and release what we cannot. We may not have power over others' actions, but we can choose our reactions. We can opt for forgiveness, liberating ourselves from anger and resentment's grasp. We can move forward with a sense of peace and calm. This is the Stoic interpretation of forgiveness. Not weakness, but strength. Not defeat, but triumph. Not loss, but gain. Forgiveness is the pinnacle of self-care and personal advancement. 9. Shift your perspective. Perspective enables a broader, more objective view, helping to prevent overreactions or taking disrespect personally. It allows you to see that disrespect is usually minor and fleeting, not a determinant of your worth or happiness. Often, disrespect mirrors the other's limitations, not yours. You can choose to disregard it, forgive it, or learn from it, rather than allowing it to disturb you. Perspective also focuses your attention on what truly matters: your aspirations, principles, and virtues. Invest your resources in pursuing what genuinely enriches your life rather than squandering them on bitterness or retribution. By adopting this approach, you can lead a more satisfying and serene existence. So, when next faced with disrespect, remember the value of perspective. It empowers you to remain composed and make wise choices.